Hi there, welcome to the channel. I'm Atova, and welcome to this wishlist video I've done for Star Trucker. So I finished the story last night. The video has just gone out, so I'm recording this pretty much straight after that. It's just some thoughts I had on the game, things I want to see. I just thought it'd be nice to put them all in one video. And I thought it'd be a good place for you guys as well to put your ideas in the comments as well. If you've got any things that I've not thought of, or if you don't like my ideas, tell me. I'll tag the devs in this on Twitter as well, and you never know, they might watch. So please put them in the comments below. I'm not going to mention things like rebinds for keys because I think that's coming. POTAS is coming, and some people have got that working already. What's the other thing? VR. I'm not going to talk about VR. I'd like to see it in VR, but it's not up there for me. It's not a high priority. You know, I'd rather see more gameplay added, more content, things like that. Quick warning, there is a spoiler on the first thing, the first point. Well, not really a spoiler, suppose it's to do with the final part of the game. So if you don't want to know about it, click away now. And then come back once you've finished it. It's not much of a spoiler, it's just my ideas for the end of the game, really. So, I'm going to get to it. I made a little presentation, how good am I? So first off is to do with the last system, the Terminus link. I think that's the name of it. And when you get there, there's a station, and you can do jobs, delivery jobs to Terminus, but I figured that's a perfect place for the player base to be. If the player could have some sort of a base, their own company, that'd be a cool place for it. You could do jobs to it, jobs from it. You could have a little garage, you know, be able to customize your truck, things like that. Figured that'd be a nice starting point to do that. I think they do want to add company in there at some point, but they're seeing how the game goes first. Then we've got employees, a bit like Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Sim, where you have employees that make passive income for you. Along with that, I suppose you need things to spend that money on as well. That's just something to think about, but employees would be cool. It might be too much of a stretch to add them into the game to see them. I know Euro Truck and ATS doesn't do that, and I wouldn't be too bothered if this didn't do that. Just having them, you know, having employees, having a page where you can see your company would be quite cool. Supply and demand. So this one is to do with, it'd be cool if stations had supplies and you could free roam cargo, I suppose. Rather than taking contracts, you could buy cargo yourself and take it to places what need it. So it's good doing jobs, but if stations had places where they need a certain amount and you know where to get that amount somewhere, you know where to get that load from, you could pick it up from there, pay for it yourself, and then take it, because you've got a bit of risk reward there, haven't you? Because you've invested into that cargo, you've then got to make sure it gets there safe. You know, it's not like a job now where if you crash, you know, you pay a penalty and everything, but this would be your money. It'd be a bit more riskier. Taxi service. I thought of this in the next video that's not out yet. It's out tomorrow, but I thought it'd be quite cool to add like a taxi feature to the game. You know, a different cab, maybe one where you don't walk around and you had to pick up people and take them to destinations. I don't know. That just came to me in an episode. I thought that'd be quite cool. Different load types and breakdowns. So with this one, you know, obviously different load types. I can't think of any different load types, but I just know it would be quite cool to have more types of deliveries and breakdowns as well, because in one of the missions you have to take Silver Titan. I thought that'd be cool if there was like a system where someone could break down and you could go get to them, and the faster you get to them, the more money you'd get, and then you have to take them to a garage. So just another idea there. Highway closures. This could be interesting. It could also be frustrating. So maybe some highways are closed randomly. As long as there's definitely another way to get there, I suppose. That would be the challenge. Or maybe if you took a job, you know, maybe the jobs could generate and that would lead to something being closed, and that was the challenge with that job. I don't know, something where you had to use the map a bit more, because I really like the map and I like the waypoint system. There's not really much use of it, I suppose. You can use it just in time jobs and things like that, but it'd be cool if you had to put up with a closure, like, oh, that I've got to go this way, or can't go my normal route. This one is to do with the directions of sectors. So if you've been watching my Let's Play, you'll know that I got a bit frustrated in, is it Reaper's Bluff, where it doesn't really make sense the way the road goes. You come in one side, and if you look on the map, I think it's east to Solitude, north to Vexmont, west to Enigma Belt. I think that's right. I'm not looking at the map, so I don't know, but I think that's right. But if you go in that system, you can kind of come from one way, and if you carry on, if you just go straight through that system, you'll end up going back to that system. And I just thought that was a bit odd. The other thing as well, I don't know if it's a bug, but there is quite a bit of debris in some highways. Is it Crossvale or Enigma Belt? I noticed there was consistent like anomaly in the highway, and I just figure if it's a highway, shouldn't be anything in there. There's that one. A stats screen. I'm a big fan of stats. I'd love to see how many miles I've driven, like, to certain places. I'd love to see how many load types I've delivered. Most frequent load, most penalties, biggest fine, total fines, total money made. Especially if there's like a player base and stuff like that in there, that would be cool to see that. So a stat screen. And then the final one, yeah, more sectors, just more addition to the map. Really to make those long hauls feel long haul. Because I think they can feel quite long haul now. You go from one side of the map to the other, it could take half an hour, 40 minutes, depending on the route you take, which is good, but, and most sectors where you drive through, is it Gamma Valley, where it's just like a long highway through? Maybe some in-between sectors where you just drive through. So like in Pacific Drive, I noticed when you do a run, there's sometimes junctions where you don't really do anything, you just drive through them. And that's pretty cool. And if there was stuff like that in Star Trek, that'd be cool as well. That'd make the journey longer. Especially, it would make it more attractive to ATS and ETS fans. Because they're like, I suppose they're like just driving on the highway for a long period of time. I just love sectors where I did nothing apart from just drive straight through them. Maybe with some services on the side. Pretty much a bigger Gamma Valley, but just more sporadic in between like other ones. Especially ones like, what's the one between, is it Atlas Prime and Three Kings? Like there, in between that one, you're using an express toll, I think. You have a highway where, instead of it just being a jump screen where you go from one to the other, have it where you actually have to drive that length. Yeah. So those are my ideas. That's what I've come up with. Hope the devs watch this. And I hope they're not mad at me for any of these, like, oh, I don't want to do that. But I figured it'd be a good place for everyone to put their comments as well. If there's like one place to put suggestions, this could be it, because I know the Discord on Raw Fury is a bit limited. There's only one room and things get lost pretty quickly, so this could be a place to leave your feedback and suggestions. I noticed Steam forums just get filled up as well, so this video is just dedicated to you guys putting them and me to tell you what I want. So I hope this video makes sense. I've done it in one take, so if I've made any mistakes, I do apologise. Thanks very much for watching. My Let's Play is continuing, so watch that if you like it. I'm going to start a hardcore run probably next week. I do need a little a little break, I think, because I've been recording one of these or two of these every night for about a month now. But thank you so much for watching. Comments below. Please like and subscribe. As soon as there's any news from Star Trucker, I will be making a video on it. So this is the place to watch if you want to see any Star Trucker news. Thanks very much. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.